Hello students, today we are going to start the topic trigonometric functions from mathematics paper 1. Okay, now this chapter is divided into 3 or 4 parts. Those we are going to discuss time to time. Okay, let us discuss what are the points we are going to discuss under this title: trigonometric equations and their solutions. After that, solutions of triangle. Under the titles, solutions of triangle, what are the subtitles? Polar coordinates, a relation between the polar coordinates and the Cartesian coordinates, solving a triangle, the sine rule, the cosine rule, the projection rule, applications of sine rule, the cosine rule, and the projection rule. After that, inverse trigonometric functions. This is the next subtitle we are going to discuss under this chapter. And in that, sub points are there: properties. After that, principal values of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, let us start with the first point: trigonometric equations and their solutions. Okay, now to discuss trigonometric equations and their solutions, first of all we have to focus towards what is the trigonometric equations. So note that basically equations are divided into two main types. One of them is algebraic equation and second that is transcendental equation. Okay, now algebraic equations you already studied up to 10th or 11th class. Okay, just as linear equation, quadratic equation, polynomial equation, all these comes under the title algebraic equations. Okay, how to obtain their solutions, those different methods also have been discussed in the previous class. Okay, here in 12th class we are going to focus towards transcendental equations. Okay, and in transcendental equations again there are subtypes, and in that we are going to mainly focus towards the trigonometric equations. Okay, transcendental equations are various kinds. Okay, exponential equation, logarithmic equation, okay, trigonometric equations, and like that. But in that only we are going to discuss trigonometric equations. Okay, first of all, the definition of trigonometric equation. Okay, an equation involving trigonometric function of variables is called a trigonometric equations. Now, what does the definition says? Whenever you are taking any equation and in that there is the introduction, there is inclusion of trigonometric function, then such a equation is called as trigonometric equation. In short, you take any trigonometric function and equate that trigonometric function to 0. Whatever equality you are getting, that equality is called as trigonometric equation. Examples of that: if you take the trigonometric sine function, okay, sine theta, okay, then that sine theta can be equated to 1 by 2. That equality will comes under the title trigonometric equations. Second, tan theta is equal to 2. Cos 3 theta is equal to cos 5 theta. If you want, you can take any trigonometric function and equate that trigonometric function with 0. For example, 1 half cos theta is equal to 3. Okay, this is also one kind of trigonometric equation. You can generate many such trigonometric equations. Only you have to keep in mind, if you want to generate the trigonometric equation, what you have to do? Only take trigonometric function and equate that trigonometric function to 0. This is the simple logic. Okay, are all trigonometric equations. You can take x is equal to a sine omega t plus alpha. This is also one kind of trigonometric equation. I think this trigonometric equation you have been studied in physics. Okay, so it maybe comes under the title SHM. You can verify it yourself, no problem at all. But note that physics also includes various kinds of trigonometric equations. Now, once you are acquainted with the idea of trigonometric equations, then we have to discuss the second main point. Okay, what is the solution of trigonometric equation? You know that if you are taking any equation, that equation must have some solution. Okay, by that logic, if you are taking trigonometric equation, that trigonometric equation must have some solution. But first of all, you have to understand what is the meaning of solution of trigonometric equations. Okay, definition of that. A value of variable in a trigonometric equation which satisfy the given trigonometric equation is called the solution of trigonometric equation. If you are taking any trigonometric equation, and in that trigonometric equation, if you attach the value, any certain value, to the variable of that trigonometric equation and replacing that value in that trigonometric equation, if that trigonometric equation gets satisfied, meaning that its LHS and RHS for that given value of the variable become equal, meaning that the given value of the given value of the variable satisfies that trigonometric equation, and such value of variable is titled as the solution of trigonometric equation. Okay, as an example, if you are taking the trigonometric equation sin theta is equal to 1 by 2, this trigonometric equation include the variable theta. Now you can assign the value theta is equal to pi by 6 to that variable theta. Now let us replace that value theta is equal to pi by 6 in the given trigonometric equation. Now if you are replacing theta by pi by 6, you are getting sin pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, and you know that pi by 6 stands for 30 degree. Now you can go to the table of 30, 45, 60, and in that table you will be verified that the value of sin 30 degree or the value of sin pi by 6 radian must be 1 by 2. Okay, that value can be replaced. So ultimately you are getting LHS to be 1 by 2, RHS to be 1 by 2. Both sides of that trigonometric equation become equal for the value theta is equal to pi by 6. And hence such value of the variable theta, which is pi by 6, it is a solution of that trigonometric equation. Okay, now again you can take the trigonometric equation cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, in that trigonometric equation, assign the value pi by 4 to the variable theta and replace that value in the given trigonometric equation. You will observe that its LHS and RHS both become equal, and that's why theta is equal to pi by 4 become the solution of trigonometric equation cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Now once you are getting at least one solution to the given trigonometric equation, then the question comes in our mind. Okay, is the same trigonometric equation can have more than one possible solutions? Note that whenever you are learning anything, ultimately there should be the creation of various questions in our mind. Okay, and if you are trying to get the solutions of those questions, ultimately the subject get developed. This is the simple logic we have to use. Now the question is that whether the same trigonometric equation cos theta is equal to 1 by root 2 can have one more solution. Okay, mathematics says yes. If you are taking the value of theta to be 7 pi by 4, and if that value is replaced in that trigonometric equation and solving its LHS and RHS, you will observe that, okay, cos 7 pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. So its LHS is 1 by root 2, RHS is 1 by root 2, both becomes equal, and that's why theta is equal to 7 pi by 4 is one more solution of that trigonometric equation. Now the next question, is pi a solution of the equation sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 1? Okay, can you write one more solution of this equation? You have to think over this question. Okay, replace theta by pi in the given trigonometric equation and you can verify it. Okay, if you will be agreed that theta is equal to pi by 4 is one of the solution of that equation, then you have to think for one more solution. Okay, can you get one more such solution? Okay, this is the nice question we have been asked here. You try to elaborate it. Okay, next, equation sin theta is equal to 3 has no solution. Can you justify it? Okay, I think we can justify it. How? Because in 11th class, we already studied one more important result, which is that minus 1 is less than or equal to sin theta is less than or equal to plus 1. Meaning that all values of sin theta lies between minus 1 and plus 1. There is no any such angle, no any such value of theta for which the value of sine theta can be more than 1 and less than minus 1. But what is the trigonometric equation here? Sine theta is equal to 3. So ultimately, you cannot find such value of the variable theta which will be satisfied this equation sine theta is equal to. So this equation cannot have any solution. Okay. Because of periodicity of trigonometric functions, trigonometric equations may have infinite number of solutions. Okay. Again, in class 11, paper 1, under the title trigonometric functions, you have already studied that trigonometric functions are the periodic functions, meaning that their values are getting repeated after certain interval of time, interval of span. Okay, since we know that trigonometric sine function is the periodic function of the period 2 pi, we know that after the range 2 pi, the values of sine theta are going on repeating. So, how many such solutions the trigonometric equations can have? It can have infinitely many solutions. Okay, our interest is finding the solutions of trigonometric equations. Okay, in range close open interval 0 to 2 pi. Okay, now once you are getting what is the meaning of solution of the trigonometric equations. Okay, note that solutions of trigonometric equations are divided into two types, two subtypes. Okay, one of them is principal solutions and second that is general solutions. So solution is divided into two subtypes. Now we have to focus towards the first subtype, principal solution. We know how to obtain the solution, but question is that among those solutions, which one is called as principal solution? So the definition, a solution alpha of trigonometric equation is called principal solution if alpha lies between 0 to 2 pi. 0 less than or equal to alpha less than 2 pi. Meaning that if you are getting any solution of the trigonometric equation and that solution lies between the interval, close open interval 0 to 2 pi, only such solutions are titled as principal solutions according to our definition. Okay. Now pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, these are the principal solutions of trigonometric equation sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. You will observe that between the region 0 to 2 pi, okay, there are only two solutions for the equation sine theta is equal to 1 by 2 we get, and those solutions are principal solutions. So in the interval 0 to 2 pi, sine theta is equal to 1 by 2 have how many principal solutions? Two principal solutions, pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6. Note that 13 pi by 6 is a solution but not a principal solution of sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. Why? Because 13 pi by 6 is the solution but it is beyond the range 0 to 2 pi, and that's why it cannot be the principal solution of that equation. Okay, 0 is the principal solution of the equation sine theta is equal to 0, but 2 pi is not the solution, principal solution of that equation. Sine theta is equal to 0 has only one solution, only one principal solution in the range 0 to 2 pi, because what is the range of principal solution? 0 to 2 pi, including 0, excluding 2 pi. Okay, so among them 0 is the principal solution because 0 satisfies that equation. 2 pi also satisfies the same equation, but 2 pi doesn't comes in that range 0 to 2 pi, and that's why 2 pi cannot be the principal solution of that equation. Trigonometric equation cos theta is equal to minus 1 has only one principal solution, theta is equal to pi. You verify it yourself again. Is the principal solution of the equation. Now let's have some examples over the theory part which you have been discussed up till. Okay, such types of question may be asked in the board exam, so you have to focus towards these examples. Okay, you have to we have to solve. Okay, we have to practice number of examples from your text under this title. Keep in mind. Okay, example number 1. Find the principal solution of sine theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, How to tackle the solution, how to write it step by step. You have to observe it carefully. Okay, how to write the solution? See, as sine pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2. We know that from the table of 30, 45, 60. Okay, if you are taking theta to be pi by 4, okay, sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. And 0 is less than or equal to pi by 4 is less than 2 pi. Pi by 4 lies between 0 to 2 pi, and that's why pi by 4 is a principal solution of given trigonometric equation sine theta is equal to 1 by root 2. Note that answer should be right in the same format because steps carry the marks. Okay, next, by allied angle formula, we know that sine pi minus theta is sine theta. In 11th class, you already seen number of allied angle formulae. Among them, one of the result is that sine pi minus theta is sine theta. Okay, so replacing theta by pi by 4, you are getting sine pi by 4 is equal to sine pi minus pi by 4. Therefore, that is equal to sine 3 pi by 4. Okay, so sine pi by 4 and sine 3 pi by 4 become equal. And since sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, sine 3 pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. So 3 pi by 4 becomes the solution of that equation. Also, 3 pi by 4 lies between 0 to 2 pi, and that's why 3 pi by 4 is a principal solution of the given equation. So how many principal solutions we got for the trigonometric equation sine theta is equal to 1 by root 2? Two principal solutions, pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4. Example number 2. Find the principal solution of cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. In the same manner you can proceed. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Pi by 3 lies between 0 to 2 pi. So pi by 3 become one of the principal solution. Now we want to find one more principal solution. So you can use allied angle formula. We know that cos 2 pi minus theta is cos theta. Here replace theta by pi by 3. So ultimately you are getting cos pi by 3 is equal to cos 2 pi minus pi by 3. But 2 pi minus pi by 3 is 5 pi by 3. So cos pi by 3 become equal to cos 5 pi by 3. Hence cos pi by 5 pi by 3 is also 1 by 2. And 5 pi by 3 lies between 0 to 2 pi. So we got one more principal solution, 5 pi by 3. So how many principal solutions you got totally? 2. Pi by 3 and 5 pi by 3 are the principal solutions of the equation cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. Example number 3. Find the principal solutions of cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. We know that cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Okay. So by allied angle formula, cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta. Cos pi plus theta is also minus cos theta. Okay. In that, replace theta by pi by 3. We are getting cos pi minus pi by 3 is equal to minus cos pi by 3, meaning that cos 2 pi by 3 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. So one of the principal solution we got 2 pi by 3. Again, second allied angle formula, cos pi plus theta is equal to minus cos theta. In that, replace theta by pi by 3. So you are getting cos pi plus pi by 3 is equal to minus cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 can be replaced by 1 by 2. So you are getting cos pi plus pi by 3 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Meaning that cos 4 pi by 3 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So we got one more principal solution, 4 pi by 3. How many principal solutions we got totally? 2. 2 pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. Example number 4. Find the principal solution of cot theta is equal to minus root 3. Okay. So we know that cot minus 1 by root 3 can be written as tan theta is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So both trigonometric equations are one and the same. Cot can be transformed into tan because it becomes easy to think over tan as compared to cot. Okay. Instead of thinking over cosec, sec and cot, it is better to think in sine, cos and tan. So we are transferring that trigonometric equation from cot to tan. Okay. Now we know that tan pi by 6 is equal to 1 by root 3. Okay. Using the allied angle formula, tan pi minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. Replace again tan 2 pi minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. This is the second allied angle formula. We are using two at a time here. Okay. So tan 5 pi by 6. Okay. In the first allied angle formula, replacing theta by pi by 6, we reach to tan pi by 6 is equal to minus 1 by root 3. And again in the second allied angle formula, replacing theta by pi by 6, we reach to tan 11 pi by 6 is equal to minus 1 by root 3. So how many principal solutions we got? 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. Okay. Once you are getting acquainted with the idea of obtaining the principal solution of the trigonometric equation, now we are ready to discuss the next type of the solution called as general solution. Okay. Now what is general solution of the trigonometric equation? We need first the definition. Note that definition is the heart. Okay. We have to focus toward the definitions only. We have to understand them and then we have to apply them. Okay. The solution of trigonometric equation which is generalized by using its periodicity is called the general solution. We know that trigonometric functions are the periodic functions. So using that periodic property of the trigonometric functions, okay, you can generate number of solutions to that trigonometric equation from its principal solution. You have to take the help of two important things. Obtain the principal solution of the trigonometric equation, and using the periodic property of the trigonometric function, you can generate number of possible solutions to that trigonometric equation, and such generated solutions are called as general solutions of that trigonometric equations. Okay. For example, all solutions of sine theta is equal to 1 by 2 are, they are given here. Okay. Dot 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 minus 7 pi by 6, pi by 6, 5 pi by 6, 13 pi by 6 and so on. Okay. How these solutions can be generated? You have to obtain only first principal solutions, and we know that for this equation the principal solutions are only two, pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6. Now we know that trigonometric sine function is periodic function of the period 2 pi. So in these principal solutions, if you are taking 5 pi by 6, in that add 2 pi. Okay, you are getting the next solution of the same equation. Okay, 13 pi by 6. In that again add 2 pi, you can get the next solution of that equation. Like that you can obtain infinitely many solutions on the right of 5 pi by 6. Now pi by 6 is again the principal solution. Okay, from that subtract 2 pi, pi minus 2 pi by pi by 6 minus 2 pi, you are getting the previous solution minus 7 pi by 6. Again from that subtract 2 pi, you can get next previous and like that. Okay, so like this way, from these two principal solutions, by adding and subtracting 2 pi, you can generate number of solutions of that trigonometric equations. On all these generated solutions, their set, okay, is called general solution of that trigonometric equation. Okay, we can generate all these solutions from the expression n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into pi by 6 n belong to z. The solution n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into pi by 6 n belong to z. This is the general solution of sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, you can determine general formula for obtaining the all general solutions of that trigonometric equation. And what is the general formula? N pi plus minus 1 raised to n into pi by 6. Keep in mind. Now we are going to discuss the theorem. The general solution of sine theta is equal to sine alpha is theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha, where n belongs to z. Okay, proof of this theorem can be asked in the exam for proving it for 3 marks. Keep in mind, we have to focus towards the proof of this also. We have to practice the proof of this so that you should have mastery on that. Okay, so how to obtain the proof of this? Let us discuss the proof. As sine theta is equal to sine alpha, alpha is a solution. Okay, as sine pi minus alpha is equal to sine alpha. Okay, pi minus alpha is also a solution. Actually, sine pi minus alpha is equal to sine alpha. Here we are using allied angle formula. Okay, using the periodicity, you know that periodic property of the trigonometric sine function, it is the periodic function of the period 2 pi. Okay, so in the solution alpha, keep on adding 2 pi. You can generate number of solutions for the equation sine theta is equal to sine alpha. So in sine alpha, whatever angle alpha is there, keep on adding 2 pi in that you are getting sin theta is equal to sin alpha, sin theta is equal to sin 2 pi plus alpha, sin theta is equal to sin 4 pi plus alpha, and so on. So how many solutions to the equation sin theta is equal to sin alpha you are getting? One of the solution is alpha, second that is 2 pi plus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, and so on. Okay, now using the second allied angle formula, sin pi minus alpha is equal to sin alpha. Okay, according to that allied angle formula, sin theta can be written as sin pi minus alpha. Okay, again in this equation, sin theta is equal to sin pi minus alpha. Pi minus alpha is one of the solution of the given equation. So how to generate number of solutions from this? One solution, keep on adding 2 pi in that. Okay, so in pi minus alpha, if you are adding 2 pi, it becomes 3 pi minus alpha. In that, if you are adding 2 pi, it becomes 5 pi minus alpha, and so on. So finally you are getting sin theta is equal to sin pi minus alpha, that is equal to sin 3 pi minus alpha, that is equal to sin 5 pi minus alpha, and so on. Therefore, sin theta is equal to sin alpha if and only if theta is equal to alpha 2 pi plus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, and so on. Or theta is equal to pi minus alpha, 3 pi minus alpha, 5 pi minus alpha, and so on. Okay, so what are all possible solutions of the equation? Theta is equal to dot 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 alpha pi minus alpha, 2 pi plus alpha, 3 pi minus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, 5 pi minus alpha, and so on. Okay, so and all these solutions can be written in compact form using one formula. Okay, which is that formula? Theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha, n belong to z. So this is the compact form. Okay, most general form of writing all these general solutions of given equation. Okay, so like this way you can determine number of solutions, number of general solutions of that trigonometric equation of the form sin theta is equal to sin alpha using the formula theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. Henceforth, in problems, in examples, while solving their solutions, okay, if the trigonometric equation is of the form sin theta is equal to sin alpha, to obtain all its general solutions, we are going to use this general formula. Theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. Okay. After that, next theorem. The general solution of cos theta is equal to cos alpha is theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, where n belong to z. Okay. As cos theta is equal to cos alpha, alpha is one of the solution. Again, using the allied angle formula, cos of minus alpha is equal to cos alpha. So minus alpha is also one more solution. Now you can use the periodic property. Okay, in the solution alpha, keep on adding 2 pi. So we are getting cos theta is equal to cos alpha is equal to cos 2 pi plus alpha is equal to cos 4 pi plus alpha, and so on. Okay, we are getting number of solutions of that equation. Again, cos theta can be written as equal to cos minus alpha, because cos minus alpha and cos alpha are equal. So cos theta is equal to cos minus alpha. In that minus alpha, keep on adding 2 pi, so that we are getting again number of solutions of the same equation. They are 2 pi minus alpha, 4 pi minus alpha, and so on. So all the solutions of that trigonometric equation cos theta is equal to cos alpha are theta is equal to alpha 2 pi plus alpha, 4 pi plus alpha, and so on. Or theta is equal to minus alpha 2 pi minus alpha, 4 pi minus alpha, 6 pi minus alpha, and so on. And all these solutions again can be written in the compact form using one general formula, and that general formula is theta is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, n belong to z. Okay. Next theorem. The general solution of tan theta is equal to tan alpha is theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, where n belong to z. Okay. Now the proof of this. In the same manner we have to proceed. Okay. But I think as compared to previous two theorems, the proof of this theorem is somewhat simple, because that tan can be converted into sine or cos, and it can be worked out easily. So see now. Consider the trigonometric equation tan theta is equal to tan alpha. Tan theta can be written as sin theta upon cos theta. Tan alpha can be written as sin alpha upon cos alpha. Okay. So the same equation can be transformed into sine and cos. Now take the cross multiplication, so that you are getting sin theta cos alpha is equal to cos theta sin alpha. Shift that cos theta into sin alpha to the left side, so that you are getting sin theta into cos alpha minus cos theta into sin alpha. that is equal to 0. Now, using the trigonometric identity, okay, sin theta into cos alpha minus cos theta into sin alpha can be written as sin theta minus alpha. We are getting sin theta minus alpha is equal to 0. That 0 can be replaced by sin 0 because we know that the value of sin 0 is 0. Okay, so this equation takes the form sin theta is equal to sin alpha. And to obtain all its solution, now you can take the help of theorem number 1. The solution of sin theta is equal to sin alpha is given by theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. That formula can be used here. To use that formula here, for a time being, we have to assume theta minus alpha as theta and alpha as 0. Okay. In that equation, sin theta is equal to sin alpha was there. Okay, so that theta can be taken to be theta minus alpha here. And that alpha can be taken to be 0. Okay, and taking these values of theta and alpha and putting those in the formula, theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into alpha. We are getting all solutions of this equation. Tan theta is equal to tan alpha. So, theta minus alpha is equal to n pi plus minus 1 raised to n into 0. Alpha can be replaced by 0. And we know that minus 1 raised to n into 0 is 0. So, we are getting theta minus alpha is equal to n pi. Okay, so theta becomes n pi plus alpha. Okay, n belong to Z. So, these are the all solutions of the given trigonometric equation tan theta is equal to tan alpha. Okay, now rest of the part we are going to discuss in the next lecture. Today will be stop here. Till then, goodbye. Button, go to Chrome symbol. Next,